Hi, Sagittarius. This is Just with your 2020 yearly tarot reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. To those of you that this is your first time, welcome. And for those of you who are coming back again, welcome. And we're doing things a little bit different. This year, I'm going to look at your year ahead in a quarterly time frame. 4 quarters every 3 months, and we're going to look ahead into 2020. So let's get started. This is the first quarter, and this would be from January, February, and March 2020. Now, one thing I can say straight away is that there's some things that some of you are going to embark on the first 3 months that might, we'll see as we go along, right? But I feel like it's going to kind of set the tone for your year ahead. Now, some of you have had to walk away, or you'll be walking away from something, leaving something behind and moving forward in search of a form of happiness. I feel of peace and also stability. That's kind of what your aim is for. And you're leaving behind something that you possibly had hopes and dreams in, that you thought would be the ticket for you, right? You thought this was going to be it, but perhaps that wasn't the case, and now you're moving forward towards something new. I have to tell you, this 3 months may not be, and again, this is just the first 3 months of the year, so keep that in mind. But these 3 months may not be the most sociable time. Okay. Now, before we get completely started, let me start by saying these energies can go vice versa. As I'm speaking about you and others, it can go vice versa. Some of you, when I'm talking about love situations or interactions with others, it doesn't have to just be intimate love. It could also be the love that you share, or the relationships that you share in work, career, family, friends, acquaintances, social connections with other people. So it can kind of run the gamut, guys. You guys would know which side or whom directly I'm speaking of. So try to keep that in mind. Try to be a little bit open-minded when I'm speaking about love, particularly for those of you who are single. This can be anyone in your love life, but also you couples, this can run the gamut. So again, try to be a little bit more broad-minded in the way that you're listening to this reading. I just wanted to point that out, make that clear. Going back to the social life, you may find the next 3 months to be more about work, okay, finances, and also stabilizing yourself. I would have to say, some of you, if you feel like your health is a little bit under the weather, some of you may be more tired, need to rest a little more than usual. That could very well be that Neptune square. There could be something about a Neptune that could be squaring you and affecting you and keeping you more tired than normal. It could be many aspects here that could have something to do with that. But I do see, for some of you, it looks like the next 3 months, there is more of a focus on finances. So not so much socializing or feeling like you are connecting with other people in a very sociable sort of way. You also may find it to be a bit challenging to connect with people that you are friends with, that you engage in social events with. It may be difficult to kind of have that time with your friends. You may fall out with your friends, and it may be a little bit difficult, at least the first quarter, to reconcile with friendships and that sort of thing. Now, I do feel like some of you guys are coming into the next 3 months in a very compassionate sort of way, you and another. I feel that the exchange amongst you and other people will be, at least at first, it seems to be very compassionate. And you may find that the next 3 months that some of you are more into your senses. Okay, you do have literally Jupiter going into your second house. So that governs Taurus. And we do know that's all about the senses and good foods and the finer things in life. So you may feel deep down that that's what you're wanting more so than anything. You want to taste those good, rich foods, but you also may want more of a healthier diet, something that's more holistic in the way that you're approaching your health and how you eat. Some of you could be, wanting more finer, richer foods. So you might find yourself packing on the pounds just a little bit. But I feel like this is more wanting finer things and also wanting to develop and increase your finances, stabilize yourself, but not just stable. I want to be stable. I want to, be safe. Like you guys want to be, some of you want to be wealthy. Others of you just really want to be financially comfortable, or you want to be in a place where for you, whatever that thing is, it signifies a level of success, right? An accomplishment. And so you're really feeling that now. I feel like you're being a little bit more conscientious about your finances, but you will have a pretty lucrative, for some of you, opportunities to make money. You're going to create something. There is a birthing of something anew, and it may have something to do around food or the earth, something more tangible. Some of you may go from, you know, the what you're selling could be more tangible, a product, bringing something physical to the forefront, and that is what you're now going to share with your clients, your customers, or this will be your first time being an entrepreneur. And with that, I feel that your approach is far more strategic. You're very cunning right now. I feel like you kind of know how to manipulate things around you to get what you want. For some of you, for the next 3 months. And again, this is not going to happen every single day. These are just specific energies that some of you could very well use or notice or be dealing with in this 3 months time frame. So, as far as home life, some of you may feel like you're able to rest, and you may be taking a lot of time to rest and heal at home. You also may find yourself more introspective. Okay. So, again, first 3 months, I don't see a whole lot of going out socializing. It's more like money is more on your mind and focusing more on where you want to see yourself in 2020 and beyond. Some of you just may need to take some time to rest and recuperate. So that's what, home life is for, especially if you're out and about and and handling a lot of things. That's your time to kind of retreat and recuperate. I also see that, hopefully no one is sick around that time in 3 months' time, and you have to kind of nurse someone back to health, or your health isn't at all in any type of issue. But I do feel like some of you, if that could be the case, hopefully not, you may be able to get down to the bottom of what this thing could be, what the problem is. Again, a lot of introspection and a lot of alone time. You may find yourself a little bit more solace for the first 3 months than usual, and opting out to not go and hang out with your girlfriends and spend idle time, but being a little bit more serious and more intentional. Now, you're going to fight come hell or high water to get what it is that you want. Just be careful. And I do feel like for a lot of you, it's not going to be nasty or negative or combative. You may have come out of that type of space, and now you're approaching it in a more peaceful sort of way, because the Knight of Swords, albeit here, it did come out reverse. And you're going to also, if you may have other people coming in from your past, that can come and try to create issues. I do feel like a lot of you guys are trying your best to come away from any undue stress, any unnecessary drama with people. It could be unavoidable as we get closer into the 3rd month, but at some point in these 3-month periods, it may be unavoidable to kind of deal with an issue with a particular person. You may just have to take a step back, or you may feel like there's really nothing that you can do, like it's out of your hands, the situation that's going on around you, especially if it's someone attacking you, or you feel like you have to kind of guard yourself against. It may be something that's kind of out of your hands, but I do feel like you'll be able to make a better decision of which direction you're going to take this situation when we get into Aries season. So that'll be the 2nd quarter. Okay. But I have to tell you that there's going to be some great things that's going to happen. You guys will have an opportunity to really evolve financially. And like I said, create something out of nothing. And also, you're keeping your focus on the prize, which is your finances. I think it's a good card to see the Queen of Pentacles coming out as how you feel deep down inside. What are your feelings deep down inside, and your emotions? So very grounded, very balanced. your mental state at times need rest and reprieve, because you may feel like it's a constant mental joust when you are out and dealing with other people. So you may have a lot coming at you by way of others, and not enough time to kind of use social connections to combat that, right? So Sagittarius are to me the sign of play hard, work hard and play hard. But you may not have the play hard energy around you. It may be just a lot of getting things done, dealing with people, again, caring for people, and also this earth sign woman could be a mother figure. I wanted to point that out. Also, you could be a daughter, that sort of thing. So there's going to be, and we'll see as the reading continues, there may be quite the dynamic turnaround or connection between mother, daughter, sisters, mother, daughter, sisters, or like some type of girlfriends, that sort of thing. But I do feel like for some of you, if this is not you taking on this Queen of Pentacles energy, a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo woman who's very close to your heart, there may be a needing to recover a relationship with this particular person after having left their life or them yours. And it may take a little bit for you to get to that place. So we'll see, like I said, in the as we continue in this reading, if that comes full circle or how that works out. But don't, not allowing people to kind of get the best of you. I feel handling it in a very compassionate way will be better for you. Okay, at least it leaves your hands clean is what I want to say. I also want to mention that you guys need to kind of look at astrology this particular year. I don't know if some of you have even heard of that word, or you probably have. If you've been listening to tarot, you probably know about astrology, most of you, or if you're even into it. But it would behoove you to do that this year, simply because we have some very powerful eclipses going on. South Node is literally going to be entering into your sign, I believe, May of 2020. So I'm curious to see what the what is that next quarter, as we look at it, it's going to be coming up for you guys. And then you have Aries. Mars is going into Aries retrograde for the last part of the year. So even though it's going to work in a good aspect for you guys, it's going to trine you. It's going to be easy, I feel, for you guys to have to deal with very aggressive energy coming your way, which can be a benefit. We'll look, but as I said, astrology gives you a better outlook. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there. If you hear that, listen to it, because it may give you some insight of how you can kind of navigate your 2020. So monies look good. And like I said, it looks pretty strong. And I feel like you're kind of like almost a master of your domain. You will be working hard the first 3 months. You will see income and growth happening for you. Absolutely. I just feel like, again, it may be at the expense of like going out, having a good time. And please watch out for your health. Try to eat more healthy. Try to take more of a beneficial stock when it comes to your health. If you feel like something doesn't feel right, something doesn't seem right, go get it checked out and make sure that you're keeping up with yourself. Now, when we're looking at coupled relationships, okay, some of you could, congratulations, you may be pregnant, that sort of thing, or just have babies. So I do see that. Some of you may find yourself in a more balanced relationship between you and your mate. I feel like there's more of a commitment that's happening here between the two of you. There may not be a lot of time to spend at home if you are together. Let me say that, together. If you are pregnant and you live together, you may be bed rest, that sort of thing. I just get like a family member maybe living with you or coming in. Something about home life may be switched up a little bit, and you may feel like your mate is not in the bed with you or spending a lot of physical time together. You may have someone who, again, someone's career is on fire and they're always out and about doing things. Some of you too could be trying to get some healing in your relationship after someone has kind of walked away for a little bit, and you could be getting some type of assistance or counsel or help through by way of, like I said, family member, that sort of thing. Um, there's growth in this relationship here, but it doesn't leave a lot of time to, like I said, spend too much or enough time together. And even despite someone's actions or trying to propose things to the other, it may fall on deaf ears if you're in a relationship at this time. So these 3 months may be ones where it calls for someone having to it calls for someone to have to kind of watch what they say, but try to articulate themselves as clearly as possible, right? You can only do your part. You can't kind of control your partner. If your partner is someone that always gives to others, is always making themselves available, and some of you may feel like, it's not as equal as you would like it to be, or too much is being given to another person, or you need a little bit more, or vice versa. I think there needs to be some account being taken in that realm. Okay. You may deal with someone who you may start to feel like your relationship is not that the two of you are going in separate directions, but more of like independence, right? You exist, but it's almost like a coexisting. You're not melding together, okay? And because it seems like someone else, like they're needed more, they have more expectations on them, so they have to be called quite often, and they may miss things. They may miss things because of them always having to be on call for some reason or another. So it doesn't look detrimental, obviously, unless someone has walked away with that Eight of Cups. If that is the case, I do feel like someone's going to fight their way back into your life. It could be you, could be them. But I see overall there needs to be more of time spent, personal intimacy of time together, okay, is what I would like to say. Now, for those of you who are single Sagittarius, is just when you are sitting here thinking about your money, some of you thinking about your money, thinking about trying to get yourself to a place, here comes someone showing up in the first 3 months. You may definitely experience someone coming into your life, someone may be trying to send you a message. You could meet someone. I would be very conscious and careful about anyone new coming into your life the first 3 months, because this person may be running away from, maybe leaving behind a woman at home or a mother at home, may have a lot going on, and not being very transparent. It could be mother, it could be woman or man, but someone may not be the most transparent when it comes to love. I feel like some of you definitely are going to be like a moth to a flame, to old flames. So we'll see if that starts to be your storyline for 2020. But I do feel like it's like a moth to old flames. And someone from your past may be trying to come back in. And hopefully this is not going to be another reading like 2019, where it was like all about the ex. So I feel like a Sagittarius is, to me, you are the Page of Pentacles, because you have a lot of Pentacles card here. You even feel deep down inside you're taking on the energy of a Queen of Pentacles. So you are calling in someone real that is going to commit to you, be loyal to you, value you. You are valuing self. But for some reason, for the first 3 months, you will be dealing with, and I feel like this is someone familiar coming in with a song and a dance. I did two-step and all of that. That's what it looks like. So you could be overwhelmed as well with the number or the level of attention that you're getting when it comes to socializing, you single Sagittariuses. But you'll be happy at the same time. It's kind of good for your ego. I think it kind of makes you feel good as well. Just be very careful, because there may be one that has real strong intentions to try to get you, and will, they'll do whatever it takes to get you. They may, be quite the competition, let's just say, amongst anyone, in order to get into your graces. So, and some of you may like the chase. If someone is, interested in you, like you may like that. You may have someone where this is your thing. They won't commit to you, but you'll just start dating other people. They'll get angry. They'll start trying to, fight to get you back any kind of way, and that kind of gets you off, and that's what you guys like to do. And so, for some of you, it could be that kind of, you need to address a little bit more. Others of you, I see you just really enjoying getting a lot of attention is what it looks like to me. There's some enjoyment that comes from getting a lot of attention. But I feel, ultimately speaking, and we'll look further as we go, obviously, your heart is truly going to be calling for a real happiness and a happily ever after with someone. And you're going to be making a very strong case on that. Like, this is what I want. I'm tired of this. Yeah, it was nice for however long you've done it, but now it's just not doing it. And that also could speak to that Three of Cups and the challenge position of like these fair weather connections, or just being friends with benefits, that sort of thing, albeit it has been fun and cool and cute. Or if you just like say, hey, I moved to this new place, or I went to this new job, this sort of thing. It's like, now I'm all the rage and I like all of the attention. You'll quickly adjust that feeling and say, yeah, albeit it was nice, now I want the real deal. And you're going to kind of cut out any nonsense. But we shall see as we continue your reading. So that's for the first quarter I see so far. Let's move on to your second quarter. To continue on with the video, click the link in the description box below.